Labour has announced they will put forward or support a second referendum amendment this week. The party's leader, Jeremy Corbyn, will tell MPs this will prevent a damaging Tory Brexit being forced on the country. Mr Corbyn also plans to announce his support for an amendment taking no deal off the table as well as put forward Labour's own version. If a Brexit deal with 5 demands for Theresa May. Later tonight Mr Corbyn will tell his MPs the Prime Minister is recklessly running down the clock in an attempt to force MPs to choose between her botched deal and a disastrous no deal. We cannot and will not accept. Last week, after our visit to talk with EU officials and leaders in Brussels and Madrid, no one can be in any doubt Labour's alternative Brexit plan is serious and credible. We are convinced our alternative, which puts jobs and living standards first, could command support in the House of Commons, bring people who voted Leave and Remain together, and be negotiated with the EU. Read more. Labour's Brexit betrayal. Corbyn to support second EU referendum and back people's vote. Brexit news. Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn has said he will back a second EU referendum. Image Getty. At this point, it is unclear whether the Labour frontbench is prepared to table its own amendment for a second referendum or whether it will back one tabled by other parties or backbenchers. We know from previously that MPs in the People's Vote campaign have been cautious about laying amendments for a second referendum unless they can be certain that it could win enough support. But with time running out before the March 29 Brexit deadline, it could leave them with no choice. Brexit news. Jeremy Corbyn will seek to prevent a damaging Tory Brexit. Image Getty. However, a second referendum could mean the Brexit deadline will be pushed back. Academics at the Constitution Unit of University College London concluded the briefest feasible gap between deciding on such a vote and holding it was 22 weeks. This means a poll date of late July at the earliest. But this remains unclear as another report by the People's Vote group gives no equivalent figure but argues it should be possible to condense elements of the process. The referendum would also need new primary legislation, just as with the EU Referendum Act 2015. However, the amendment first needs to receive a majority from Parliament. Brexit news. Theresa May gives her last press conference at the end of the Arab-European summit. Image Getty. Whether a second referendum will receive a majority is not clear yet. However, it currently points to a no. Significant numbers of Labour MPs are likely to abstain or vote against any plans for a second referendum. This includes a number of Labour frontbenchers.